Sports Rewind Digital, we're live tonight. Randall, mate, how are we?
Good, mate. Good. How are you going?
Yeah, good, mate. Plenty of World Series baseball happening at the moment. Have you caught much of that?
I have, mate. I've been lucky enough to be able to watch almost all of it. I missed the eighth inning on today, but it was only the Yankees doing stuff, so I don't really care. What about
Yeah,
yourself?
yeah, mate. I've watched a fair bit of it. I didn't watch all of today's game. That's probably why the Yankees scored some runs. But first three games have been pretty epic, and today's was just a bit of a run feast. So we'll talk about the MLB and we'll talk about NFL, NBA, NBL, bit of NHL, whatever we can jam into our little session tonight, mate. What about for your kids? You playing a bit of sport on the weekends? That baseball started back up?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, they've had 2 weeks now down on the coast playing for the Rebels. Loving it. They do love it down there. They really enjoy it. It's probably a good thing for them not knowing the coaches their whole life like they do up here. So
Yeah.
something a bit different for them, which is really good, and they really love it. Yeah, I think Noah had the bye on the weekend though, so he was a bit antsy to try and get out there and have a run. But yeah, they've enjoyed it. What about yourself, mate?
Kids had dancing on the weekend. It was a comp in Newcastle, so that was pretty good. The girls did really well. Second and first all over the place. I think one unplaced dance out of the 7 or 8 that they did. And young fella had his first comp in the all abilities class. So that was pretty fun, pretty emotional for the parents, that's for sure. But it was good he got out there and had a go. Bit touch and go there for a little while. We didn't think he was going to make an appearance, but he did. He
Yeah,
was backstage underneath a girl's wheelchair for a little while, just sitting there. But he got through it on a little bit of a promise of some popcorn after the show. So
mate, whatever works, mate.
yeah, they're doing another comp in a few weeks' time, so it's happening for them.
Yeah, from
But yeah,
all
no,
the
the girls
photos,
did really well. And what was that?
all the photos I saw, it looked like he had a really good time. So it's
Yeah, I
awesome.
haven't posted all the photos up yet, so I'll post up a few more later on. But he had a ball, and so did the girls. They did really well. Other than that, mate, that's about it for us. No sport for me at the moment. Still a bit injured, so I'm old and decrepit. Some news on our house front, mate. We're got a completion date for our house, so pretty exciting there. So hopefully, the other side of Christmas, I'll be well and truly in there. So see what happens there.
Yeah, it's good,
Mate,
mate. You've got to be happy with that. The
absolutely.
just the editing room will be ready to go, I'm sure.
The editing room, that's what we can call it. Beautiful. Our friends at Bucket Golf, Randall, were on the Shark Tank over
Yeah,
the last couple of days, and they did really well on there. I'm going to send you guys a link to grab yourself some backyard golf, Bucket Golf, there in the comments. If you haven't seen Bucket Golf, go and check him out online. So it's telling me that I can't post that link. So interesting times here on the back end of the stream. I'll try again.
no,
Yeah,
good.
mate. MLB, full swing. We might touch on that first. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah. I think why it's fresh in our minds, if you've been living under a rock and you haven't seen the scores, LA pretty much blew it out 3-0 until today. Let's have a quick recap. Do you remember game 1, Randall?
Yeah, Dodgers got up 6-3 over the Yankees. I do remember that. obviously the big one was the walk-off grand slam from
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie
So
Freeman.
that was Saturday, I think it was our time, and I was actually trying to mow the lawn. I'd been at work. I'd come home from work and thought, I'll go whippersnip and just listen to it on my phone. I was walking around and I was like, oh, I need to stop. So I was sort of mid whippersnip and out come the phone and thinking, oh yeah, Shoei's coming up here. I might see something really cool happen with Shoei. And mind you, it was that catch in left field in the
Yeah.
bottom of that inning. Did you see that with is it Verdugo?
Yeah.
Actually caught the ball and they go catch and
Went
carry
over
over
the fence.
into but then he threw the ball back into the field while he was still out of play. So it gave the runners an extra base there. So, that set them right up, and then, intentionally walked Mookie Betts to get the lefty-lefty matchup with Freddie Freeman, and first pitch heater on the inside half. He did not miss it, did he?
No, he crushed it, mate. Pretty cool to see. Actually, he's hit a home run in every game so far in the World Series. First player ever to do that, I believe.
I think he just today he broke the current record, the previous record of 5 consecutive five executive World Series appearances with a home run.
Okay.
So I think Carlos Correa, I think it was, had 4. But yes,
There you go.
it was pretty good. Do you remember much of that game either?
A little bit, mate. A little bit. I really enjoyed the pitching in those first 3 games. I thought the pitching was really good, and we talked about we're just talking about it off air. Actually, the hitting for LA has been outstanding in regards to picking walks and hitting the right pitches and those sort of things. And they've done everything that they can do. And the tides turned today, didn't they? Whereas New York had that. They picked walks. There was a couple of batters hit. They did everything right. They're running on bases except for, I think it was Volpe when that ball off I think Worls hit center field wall and he stopped at third. Their base running was better. I don't know. I just thought they played a different style of baseball, and LA was the opposite. Whereas they hadn't been getting struck out too much, and they got struck out late in the game. It was like they flicked off and went, "Radio, we've conceded. We're coming back again tomorrow."
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose like you look at those other games. Yeah, there was the walk-off grand slam to make it 6-3 in game 1. Otherwise, it's a 3-all game, really close, really tight. Game 2, 4-2 to the Dodgers. Game 3, 4-2 to the Dodgers. Like they're close, classic games, aren't they? Where pitching did dominate. And then today, bullpen day for the Dodgers, but a couple. The grand slam helped them. Like I said, I missed that from the 8th inning on, so I didn't see how they scored their 5 runs in the 8th.
Yeah, there was a few hits, mate. A few good running plays. I think it was 11-4, and
11-4, yeah.
Judge stole second, and I was like, "Oh, here we go!" And bits and pieces of running and things like that. It was double steal. I think Wells got his second ever stolen base, or was it Verdugo? I can't remember. One of them got their second ever stolen base, not in postseason, but lifetime. So It was like trying to produce more runs. I thought it was, good baseball. Pete Wales posted something earlier today about, possibly letting Santa, if Santa was listening, he could give their hits back to New York. Well, it worked. A couple of live chickens in the clubhouse, and away they go. What do you think, mate? Do you think it's going to be game over tomorrow, or are or is New York bats going to fire up now?
I think that the LA bats can match the New York bats. If New York go back to like they were in the first 3 games, that they don't stand a chance. They're an aggressive team with the bat, so I think they're done. I think tomorrow will be it. I think the Dodgers will bounce back. Like they weren't terrible today by any means, but I think get back to tomorrow. Get back to this. I don't know who's got the start tomorrow. Is it back to Flaherty?
Yeah, it's Cole and
Flaherty,
I
Cole.
believe.
Yeah, look, I think it could go either way. If Dodgers don't chase, I think they've got a good chance.
Yeah.
I think their defense has been really good. Like the first 3 games, they were super solid in the field. I think there was that throw, the ball hit to left field. I think that was yesterday, wasn't it? Stanton was on second and they sent him home, and my old mate's throwing a seed. I think it was, who was it? Teoscar Hernandez threw an absolute seed from left field, absolutely burned him at home. And diving plays from Mookie to make catches in the outfield. I think Yankees are done. I just don't know. What about you? What do you think, mate?
I agree, mate. I think their bats are going to be alive tomorrow, and I think we're going to see a big game, like a 15-11 or something like that. Something huge. But I think the Yankees are done as well, mate. I think I said last week 4-1 was going to be the series, or the week before, or whenever we were on here last. So I think that's what it's going to be. Flaherty versus Cole tomorrow, mate. That's the matchup. So it's going to be awesome. They both pitched a really good game in game 1. So see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I think they're going to have short leashes on both of them. So
yeah, well, you know what? Dodgers, they're up 3-1. They've got it's all in the ball's in their court. That after tomorrow, day off, and they go back to LA for 2. Like they only have to win 1 game. Yankees have to win, another 3 games. So at the end of the day, they can do whatever the fuck they want, can't they?
Absolutely, mate. Shannon pipes in here for a Yankee supporter. It's sad to say, you're right, boys. Dodger will close it out tomorrow. I really hope not, mate. I hope it goes through to the 7 games, but yeah, I think they're done.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
Anyway, time will tell.
What about the fan interference today? So we've seen fan interference twice now in this series. We saw I think they called it a ground rule double when the fan leaned over the fence, caught the ball in the outfield. Obviously, it wasn't going to be a home run anyway. It was going to hit off the fence. And then today in the lead off here in the bottom of the first, Mookie jumps up, catches the ball, and man, they went hard. I don't know what they were trying to do, like trying to yank the ball out of his glove.
I know I'm going to probably get copyright because it's going for more than 8 seconds. But anyway, here we go. Send it. I've got the sound down. So Mookie's running in lifetime bans from MLB Stadium. So
yeah, well, all that's going to cause if players they're going to get pissed off. They're going to be unhappy with that sort of stuff. Where people are lashing out at them. All it's going to do is get more fences put up around the ground, and you lose any of that fan interaction. You lose those sort of plays because it's just going to hit a net. Like we already see it down the first and third base line with those nets extended to force safety of the people watching. But those balls that are like borderline where you could reach into the seats and catch it, they now hit the net. They bounce off the net, then they're not out anymore. So as a fan, like I used to love watching those sort of plays where they're catching the ball and falling into the seats or whatever.
Eating their popcorn.
Eating the
back in the old days, chugging a beer.
Miggy, stealing old mate's popcorn after he's fallen in his lap or whatever. That's it. That's gone. That's gone now.
Yeah.
But that's only going to cause that sort of thing where they're going to be fencing. They'll fence them out more and just drives more of a wedge between the fans and the players. There'll be no
Agreed, mate.
interaction.
Yeah.
And there
No, I
was no
agree there.
need for it either. Like
Imagine how much they
the
would
amount
have
of
paid.
cameras and replays that you now
Yeah.
have. Like the ball's already in his glove. It's out. By you sitting there and yanking that ball out of his glove, it's not going to change it. They'll just replay it. They've got a million camera angles. Nah, it was out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does my
Yeah.
head.
So imagine how much they paid for tickets. Probably, so they're on the fence line there, even though they're in the outer part of the minimum ticket was like $1,000. So they're probably like $1,500 seats for the World Series, and they're there for an innings.
Not even half.
See you later,
They're there,
fellas.
they're there for the top of the first. That's it.
Yeah, you see they
To watch what would have been an awesome game as a Yankees fan, to watch your team win 11-4.
Yeah, you see they got booted as well, so
Yeah,
they got
I
marked
did
out.
see that.
So it is good. They got marched out, and I don't like the all the cheering for him and stuff like that. But see you, boys. They're done. So
Yep, that's it.
yeah, it's
Good.
pretty crazy. I know they are very passionate supporters of baseball, but that's just too far. Ripping, he could have been injured real easy.
Yeah, mate.
The
Arms
way he
extended
held
above
onto
his
his
head.
wrist on that other one, and yeah,
mate. Anything could happen. Like imagine that.
yeah,
Like even though they're an opposition player, surely your love of, maybe it's just us, but your love for the game, someone making a catch like that, what do? You're not going to be throwing shit at him and abusing him. You're tipping your cap at him, are you? Well,
absolutely.
that's a pretty athletic play up against the fence with people around. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I tip my cap at that sort of a play, even if it is the opposition.
Yeah, no, agreed. Highlights for me, mate. Obviously, Freddie Freeman's right up there so far for the World Series. About for you, any other highlights that stand out?
Yeah, there's a few. Obviously, Freddie Freeman, just unreal, isn't he? Just such a freak. Hobbling with his bad foot and goes out, hits himself a triple. In that game before he gets that home run. And today his home run, pretty much replay of what he did the day before. But he pulled that ball and it was on the outside edge, like outside half of the plate for him.
Yeah.
Like, off the bat, I thought double down the line. I tell you what, she carried.
Sure did.
Did you definitely didn't miss it?
Did you see the Tops Now card of him and Kirk Gibson signed?
No, I didn't, but I can imagine it'll be.
Here it is. I found it. Yeah, so obviously Kirk Gibson done it like 30 something years earlier, 36 years. Hang on, let me find it. Yeah, so did it same sort of scenario 36 years ago, and they've got a Tops Now card where
it's nice.
It's pretty cool. So you can get the Tops Now card, and then that I think that's a 1 of 1. I believe is the auto, so it'd be pretty
Unreal,
awesome
isn't
to get that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping he goes out there and hits another one tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I hope he does too. But see what happens. And
other than that, though, I think it's been a lot about defense that I've really enjoyed watching.
yeah,
Tommy Edmonds been playing pretty good. He's been
yeah,
pretty strong with the bat. He's made a couple of errors in the field, but
I was about to say, he made an error of the first play of the game or something like that, second play of the first game. But other than that, it's been solid.
Yeah, he made one today, I think. Probably should have been a double play, and I think he booted a ball.
Yeah, didn't see that one today.
Pitching's been good. Pitching's been really good.
What do you think of what do you think of bullpen game today from the Dodgers? I'm not usually a fan of that sort of style of game, but obviously World Series trying to get away with that is pretty crazy.
Well, like we just talked about, when you're up 3-0, you can do whatever the fuck you want, can't you? When you're in that position, like the whole series is yours to lose now, being up 3-0. You only got to win one game, and if you can bridge that game to get back to your ace, well, you never know what could happen with that bullpen game, especially the way they've been playing and the way they've shut down the Yankee bats. Didn't work for him in the end, but they go back to their ace tomorrow. They're still got 3 games to win one. So
yeah, mate. I don't know. I just hate seeing it. I'd rather see a starter, but obviously he's working out for him, isn't it? So
yeah, but I'm the same. I would much rather see an outright starter go out there and throw, but it seems to be the way of the world these days. They love these bullpen games. They go a little bit lean on their starters, only have their 4 starters or whatever, and have a longer rotation, a longer bullpen.
Yeah, well, bullpen's been good for him, so yeah.
As long as Flaherty goes out tomorrow and gets through 6-7 innings, it's not really an issue, is it?
If he gets through 6 innings, it's going to be awesome for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If either starter gets through 6 tomorrow, it's great being that far into a series and the starter going that far. So
yeah, that's it. But, just see what happens.
Let's have a look what else I've got for I can't remember. Oh, this one on Twitter. Did you see this Paul Skeens card?
No, I didn't. Was it a Halloween special, is it?
I assume so. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, right. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Yeah, have a look through there. There was something else I can't remember. I'll find it in a second. But that's it for our MLB anyway, I believe, mate. We'll move on to a bit of NFL. Oh,
what about Shoei? What about Shoei, mate? What do you reckon? Is he gonna play?
Hey, he was running today with his hand like in his shirt like this, like a swing.
Trying to take. He did it the day before too. Like it's like he's. I think they said he's trying to take the weight off the shoulder, but I don't know. Like, I guess again, being up 3-1, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, it does if they lose the next 3.
Well, like at the moment they can carry him though, can't they?
Yeah.
It's not really, it's not really an issue at the moment. But you're right. If they get a couple more games, if they lose another 2 games, then they're all of a sudden they're going to be saying, well, is he really going to be fit or not? Do we need to put someone in to hit for him?
Mate, I think he's going to keep swinging, but see what happens. It didn't look real good today.
I think he.
How are you, mate? Long time no speak. Hey, you've always got plenty to talk about, like us.
I think he almost hit one out today, didn't he?
Yeah, not quite, but
he hit one pretty hard still. So I don't know.
His swing still looks nice. It's just, I think running for him is going to suck. Like, you think, yeah. Who knows? Shoei does Shoei things. So
what are you going to do in a tight game with him on second base and a ball hit into the outfield and you want him to score on it and he has to come in and either slide or dive or something and he's got a bung arm. Is he going to? Is he going to risk it? There's just a few little things like that.
Rip him out. get him out in that situation, put a runner in. But Funky Phil, Thomas Randall's brother, is in the room. Mate,
Cousin.
I tell you what, Funky, this guy drives better than Thomas Randall.
Cousin, mate. Not brother, cousin.
Oh, cousin, my bad. Sorry, Funky. It's his cousin. I think I said brother. Speaking of driving, Funky, done my little bit of a hand at iRacing and qualified for a little championship event last night, and it was a 90-minute race around Bathurst, and I got to 82 minutes before I hit the wall in the S's. I think it was 82 minutes longer than what I thought I'd go, but yeah, in the MX5s we were racing last night. It was a bit of fun, and yeah, the S's undone me. I think Thomas Randall probably would have got through, but yeah, he really is. Funky, he really is. No, he's not.
No, it's not.
No relation. Yeah.
Name spelt the same, but no relation. No known relation, anyway.
Yeah, fair. Hey, you blokes, Randall, did you catch any of this? I know Davo has.
Davo has. I have not watched any of it, mate. Not yet.
Yeah, I've watched the first episode so far. It's pretty good.
The Red Sox don't care.
Yeah, I'm not a Red Sox fan either, but
no, I ain't joking.
Yes, Juvo, the MX5. It was the Australian Endurance Championships. Good bit of fun. Usually driving the V8s, but the MX5 was what the championship was. So, bit of good, clean fun. NFL, mate.
So, talk about the comeback while you're still on it, mate. Before I forget, have you watched it? Have you watched how many episodes have you watched?
I've only watched one episode so far. It's been really good so far. I've really
without any
enjoyed
spoilers.
It.
Without any spoilers, would you recommend?
Yes, I would. I'm not even going to say anything else other than watch it because it's been. What have I done here? There we go. NFL's playing next. I would recommend watching it as a baseball fan. You know, some of the faces that are on there. It's just iconic baseball. So, but yeah, if you haven't seen it, go and have a bit of a look. It's worth a look. Juvo, like driving a Yaris. It probably is like driving a Yaris, mate, but that's what the championship was. So that's what we raced. I had no choice. It was either that or not race in the championships. I chose to, for 82 minutes of the 90, I drove around Bathurst.
So tell us how you went, mate. Sorry, what was that? Of a 90-minute enduro, you only got 82 minutes in.
Yeah, I DNF'd, mate. I hit the wall. I think I was probably about the 8th or 9th one out during that. I thought there'd be a lot more, but fair bit of carnage. I was probably a good 2 seconds off the top guys. They were flying. So I don't know where I could get 2 seconds. Probably in the S's and not in the S's in the wall. Probably. But yeah, that was good fun.
So work in progress, mate.
Yeah, bit of fun. Yeah, NFL, mate. Before we jump into the NFL, one of our sponsors for tonight, I'm going to share with you guys this one. Sharesies Australia. So if you want to get $5 worth of free shares and build your own portfolio, I'm going to leave a link in the show notes right now. If you haven't heard of Sharesies, makes investing easy and fun. I'll leave it at that, and we'll pop the thing in the show notes anyway. It'll be down the bottom. And for those that want to get their $5 worth of free shares, feel free. NFL, mate. Ravens, putrid. What's going on?
Don't know, mate. I only saw the highlights. It wasn't a friendly time for me to watch, but yeah, they got beat by the Browns of all teams. Bloody hell! They were 1-6. Oof. Putrid, 29-24.
Yeah, let's go through some of the scores anyway. And I'm got the wrong week up, so go back a week. Vikings got done by the Rams. The Vikings are 5-2 now. I can't believe they got done by the Rams, but anyway, your Ravens 29. Sorry, your Ravens 24 got done by the Browns 29. Highlights,
A late
mate.
touchdown. A late touchdown cost them, mate. As usual, they struggle in the fourth quarter, don't they? The old Ravens at the moment.
They do.
I think it was like a minute 30 to go or something, and they gave up a touchdown. So, and then I think they had the ball back and turned it over on downs.
Yeah. Brutal.
Not good enough. It is what it is. I think they closed down Hill, didn't they? Like, I think he only had 70 rushing yards or something like that. So
Yeah.
they closed him down, and it just studded their defense. Could be a way that teams will go against them.
Yeah. Nah, Putrid. Titans got done by the Lions. The Lions are red hot, 6-1 there. They got put 52 points on the Titans, so big score there. Texans 23 over the Colts 20. The Packers 30 over the Jags 27. The Packers are 6-2. Is that surprising for you, mate?
Yeah, mate, big time. Like, I thought they'd be bottom of the pack. I know it's only round 8, but yeah, I thought they'd be the old, 2-6, or maybe even 1-5, 1-7. What about you?
Yeah, big surprise. Big surprise. Just like the Dolphins, mate. They're a surprise in the wrong way. They got done by the Cardinals, 28-27. The Jets got done by the Patriots. The two worst teams in football right now are the Patriots and the Jets. And Patriots beat the Jets 25-22. The Falcons beat the Bucks 31-26. The Eagles 37-17 over the Bengals. The Eagles are 5-2, and I still think they look ordinary.
Bengals are average too, aren't they?
Though, but what did you see from that one, mate?
The Bengals, they're ordinary. They're very disappointing. They've been thereabouts over the last 4 years or so. Yeah, they don't look like challenging anyone.
No, you're right. Saints got done by the Chargers 26-8. The Bills 31-10 over the Seahawks. They're 6-2. They do look pretty good. The Bears got done by a Hail Mary. I wonder if we can see the see this. Did you see that, mate? The Hail Mary pass?
Sure did. I actually watched this game, so
let's see if I can find it. Surely it's up on there.
When you're starting out, you're not going to
how
have the same budgets.
about the defenders, the old mate that's just wandering around, geeing up the crowd and giving it to the crowd? They take the snap and everybody starts running, and he's not even watching.
That was brutal.
What are you doing, mate?
Where is it? Here we go. Thanks to our friends at Dazen. Maybe not. It's probably not going to show us. Nah. I'll have to go to Twitter.
Anyway.
I'll find it on Twitter.
Bounced off a few people and into the arms.
Come off about 12 heads. And you're right. That defender over in the corner is just standing there going, oh, yeah, pump up the crowd. We've won. And no, you haven't.
Yep.
Brutal.
Unlucky. But the Commanders, they're looking good.
They are looking good. I think we talked about this with Dave last week, how good they're looking. He reckons they're going to, they'll do their normal thing where they
miss by a game.
Yeah. But they're looking real good. They're 6-2. I don't know who they got next week, but They are looking good. Broncos 28 over the Panthers 14. The Chiefs are 7-0, 27-20 over the Raiders, just getting it done again. Nothing too fancy there. The Cowboys got smoked by the 49ers. Both of those teams are looking very ordinary. And the Steelers 26 over the Giants 18. Any standouts for you, mate?
No, not really. I think it was the Commanders. That Hail Mary play, that's probably grabbed all the headlines. That was talk of the town for me. What about Mahomes, mate? How did he come out of his game?
I haven't seen any reports. I believe all right.
I was watching that game. I did see him get tackled and, or I think he got sacked actually, and he was dragged down from behind around the legs, and it sort of looked like he got one of his legs jammed, I think, underneath the
they were saying something about
defender.
his knee. Did something with his knee, but I haven't seen any other reports, mate.
He looked really uncomfortable for the next. It was just before halftime, I think, and he was sort of hobbling around and didn't do much.
He always looks uncomfortable, though, doesn't he?
Well, he does. He always looks like he's got a niggling injury or he's hurt or
gets it done.
Like that.
Here's that Hail Mary pass. I knew I'd find it. I'm just going to turn the end down before I get.
And it's going to be.
So, last play of the game. Down by a few. Absolute weapon. Boom. I'll take that. Man. Stephen Bradbury, I think it was, that scored that. And away they go. Happy days. I'm going to try to find that other little pump-up video. I think I posted
it. Davo's Commanders actually play the Giants. And the Giants are only 2-6, so they've got a fair chance to be moving on to 7-2. Our Commanders.
Yeah, I thought I saved that video of the crowd, old mate pumping up the crowd, but I got nothing. But anyway, another good week in NFL coming up, mate. Who have you guys got? I don't even know.
Broncos, mate. So two teams both on 5-3. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, like to think that we'll beat the Broncos for sure.
You think so, mate?
Texans have got the Jets. Cowboys have the Falcons. Dolphins and the Bills. That should be a slaughter. Saints and Panthers. Raiders and Bengals. Chargers and the Browns. Patriots, Titans. Bears, Cardinals. Jags, Eagles, Lions, Packers. That was probably going to be an all right game. Those two teams, 6-1 Lions and 6-2 Packers. Should be pretty good. Rams, Seahawks, Colts, Vikings, and the Buccaneers and Chiefs.
The Buccaneers. What are they? 4-3?
4-4. Against the 7-0 Chiefs, the only team still undefeated.
Yeah. Mate, and they have not looked dominant yet. So just get it done. Mate, they get it done.
They did not look dominant in the game on the weekend.
No.
I think they scored. What was that score? What did you say?
27-20.
No, okay, so it wasn't a comfortable win, but it was. Yeah, when I was watching it, it was it looked close. Yeah. It didn't look like they were going to walk all over them.
No. Mate, if you're going to have a dabble, make sure you, bet responsibly. But if you are going to have a dabble, go over to the Dabble website and app on your phone and pump in this little promo code, Sports Rewind. Dabble will sort you out.
I did have a dabble today. Did you have a dabble today? I did.
Did you have a dabble on Sir Carter?
I sure did, mate. Can't bowl their syndicate, Sir Carter.
You beauty.
Picked up a third place at
the
Doomben,
city, mate.
So in the city. Happy days. We're happy with that. Third place in the city. Especially if you got on this morning and it was $5. He was paying $5 a place.
You beauty.
Got in early and nice little top up in the old funds.
You beauty. Sir Carter, for those following along, Randall's, on electrician wages, so he's got an influx of horses out the back of his stable. What have you got now? Bat Matson the Trotter, Sir Carter. What else?
Punjabi Landing, Alicia Roma. I don't know what the other one's called.
Anyway, if you're after, sharing a horse, go and hit Randall up. He'll sort you out and look you in the right direction, I reckon.
No, mate. Got to talk to you, I reckon.
Yeah, no.
You can put him in touch. You can put him in touch with someone, I'm sure.
Nah, I've got nothing. All right, mate. NFL done and dusted. NBA is in full swing. I have watched 0 NBA so far this season. I watched some highlights of LeBron and his Bronny Jr. when he first played that first game. That's it for me, mate. You're young blokes right into it. Have you been watching any?
Mate, no, we haven't, to be honest.
Baseball's on,
it's been all baseball for us.
Let's have just a quick flick through the scores then, or the teams. The Cavs are 4-0. The Celtics are 4-0. Celtics were right up in the mix last year. Magic 3-1. Heat 2-1. Bulls and Atlanta Hawks 2-2. The Western Conference, OCT are 3-0. Lakers are 3-1. Mavs are 3-1. Phoenix Suns are 3-1. Golden State Warriors are 3-1. Clippers are 2-1. That's about it for the NBA for us. We'll leave it there. If we haven't watched any, I'm not going to report on it. What about I have seen a few NBL games, mate. I'm going to share the standings now. Illawarra are 6-2. Melbourne are 6-3. New Zealand 4-2. Adelaide 5-3. Sydney 5-4. Perth. Did I say that right? Perth 3-4. And mate, biggest one for me is the Tasmania Jack Jumpers are 3-5. So they were last year's, grand finalists. So big one for them not to be right up there. Of course, the NHL is on as well. I haven't watched too much other than the 412 Instagram reels that I get sent from Sam. Loves a bit of ice hockey, and he's back playing ice hockey now. So that's cool. But yeah, I haven't seen any of the NHL other than all the bits and pieces have been sent. About you, mate?
I'm the same, mate. I've caught little bits and pieces of it, but that's it. Only some highlights here and there, but yeah.
Trying to think if there's
baseball, mate. It's all been baseball for me.
What
baseball
about cricket,
in the NFL? Mate? Yeah, well, the WBBL has started. That started on Sunday. I didn't see any of it on Sunday, but looked like some pretty good scores there. I saw that Melbourne Renegades scored 178, and the Sixers chased it down. Went over in 3 wickets to spare. I started watching on Monday night when the Thunder played against the Hobart Hurricanes. Unfortunately, they got done. And then, watched last night as well. Sydney Sixers get beat by the Strikers. And then tonight, I'm actually watching it right now. Brisbane Heat are taking on the Melbourne Renegades.
Nice.
Heat's got 169 runs, and tell you what, Renegades are 6 for 81. So they're in all sorts. And looks like I'm flying solo now. Obviously, Hutto's really impressed with those cricket scores and doesn't want to be a part of this anymore. Well, good job, mate. There he is. He's back.
I don't know what happened then. We still got
people
in.
Yeah, apparently. I thought they might have left as soon as there was only my ugly mug left, and you were in the green room having a couple of beers.
Yeah, No, got bored with your cricket talk, mate, so I left. I watched a bit of the one on Sunday, the 178. I watched a bit of that innings. I didn't see him chase it down. A couple of good games of cricket. Anyway, so the women's, that's on for a few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes through until, scrolling down here, 24th of November by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Or somewhere back end of November, start of December. So it looks like December 1st is the final.
Yeah.
So still plenty to go in that. The men's will be in full swing pretty soon too. So see how that
Yeah, I
goes.
think it was middle of November that kicks off from memory.
Not far away now.
Not at all, mate. Let's leave it there for tonight. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a few guests on. There'll be a couple of solo shows with those guests, and there'll be some other shows with the boys. We'll be back next week, same time, I believe. Check out our Facebook for confirmation of that, because it does change around, kids and that sort of thing. So thanks heaps, mate, for jumping on, and for those that are tuning in on Twitter or X, Facebook and YouTube. Peace out. And tomorrow, mate, I think the Dodgers are going to get up 15-11.
I think they're going to finish it off tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be another close game. I reckon 5-1 Dodgers.
5-1.
What do you reckon, Davo? Oh, that's right. He's not here.
Yeah, he's not here tonight, mate.
He's at cricket.
Yeah. Enjoying the summer of cricket. Anyway, peace out, mate. And we'll talk to you next week.